everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name's Sarah. Today we're going to be looking at and reviewing a new product that I've found in Kmart Australia, and it is a 26 piece. Now it says piece because it comes with a pencil case and a sketchbook as well, but there is 24 alcohol markers. They're double tipped. There's a brush tip and a fine tip at the other end. They are a thinner marker, so we're going to try these out today. At the end, once I've swatched them all out, we're going to colour in a page for you, which is going to be this cute little ice cream page that I've put together for us to do, so I'll be able to colour that in for you. The colour swatches I will be doing on this little swatch chart here that I've made up as well. Now these are available on my Ko-Fi store as well if you'd like to get a set of those, or if you'd like to get my colouring sheet as well. Alright, so let's get started and let's check out these beautiful markers and see how they run, especially for being Kmart. Now these are also $18 from memory from Kmart Australia. Alright guys, let's go to the table and let's get started. With the cute and cozy colouring craze and alcohol markers hitting the world of colouring recently, I wanted to test run some budget-friendly alcohol markers. These markers are available in all of Kmart Australia's stores and are easily accessible for most colourists within Australia. Okay, so we're having a look at the box here. They're made in China, so they come in this set. So let's start by having a look what comes in it. The first thing I'm taking out is this little coiled sketch pad. It is a generic sketch pad with the Kmart drawing paper inside. Nothing special. The next part of the kit is the black zip case for the markers. It has a single zip that goes all the way around, which allows the case to open right up and lay flat on your table, which is very handy when you're colouring. You have access to all of your colours straight away. The markers are kept in place with a small elasticated strip down the centre of each side. The markers themselves are a thin barreled marker with a brush nib on one end and a fine point nib on the other. The brush tip end is thicker than the fine point and has a ridged edge below the cap to make the brush nib easily identifiable when working quickly with them. The pen feels sturdy and light in the hand, but the lids have a rim inside as well that if you're not careful when putting the lid back on the pen, it can damage the nib. This actually happened to me 2 or 3 times when placing the lid back on the fine tip side of the markers. Yeah, that was quite annoying. There are 24 colours in total, so 3 variations of pink, 4 yellow shades, 2 orange shades, 2 red shades, 1 brown, 1 grey, 1 purple, 3 blue shades, 1 teal and 5 green shades. So I'm going to start swatching the colours out for you here, and I'm going to just talk through over the top around what I've found with these markers and just my opinion of them while you guys watch me swatch them out. So first let's dive in and look at the pros that I've written down for these markers. So the first thing was affordable price. I'm pretty sure I paid $18 for this set. So one of the main advantages obviously is its affordability. Compared to other alcohol markers, this set is much more budget friendly, so it makes it a great choice for beginners, students, or maybe even hobbyist colorists who are just starting with alcohol markers and don't want to invest in expensive brands but want to play around with them and just get the feel of how they work compared to like your water-based markers. The other thing is that they have dual tips, so the markers feature dual tips where they've got the brush nib and a fine point nib for detailed work. This makes them versatile and suitable for various styles of artwork. You can use them for illustrations, comics, and just general colouring, which is what my channel's about. It has a decent colour range, so there's 24 markers offering a good selection of colours that cover a range of basic tones. While the range might not be as extensive as premium sets, it's generally sufficient for beginners or basic projects. The colours are quite vibrant. The ink is bright and bold, which works well for vibrant illustrations and designs. They definitely suit my style of colouring with beautiful bold colours, so I was quite drawn to that. The blending capabilities, while they're nowhere near as advanced as high-end markers like Copics or even a Hoo-Hoo, with the correct paper, so your marker paper, these markers might blend better than how they blended for me on this generic paper. And they'd probably be okay for beginners who are straight colouring, which is what this new sort of style is coming out with, this soft and cozy colouring anyway. So let's have a look now at some cons. So the first one I said was inconsistency. So the ink is inconsistent when laying it down on the paper. While most markers work well, a few have uneven ink flow, which led to streaks and patchy dry spots, especially when used on larger areas. So those hearts were quite large, so I was able to get a good gauge on that. This can be frustrating, and particularly for artists or colorists who are looking for smooth, even coverage. You're just not going to get that with these markers. The next one was durability. So I took a look at some reviews for these markers, and a few mentioned that the markers can dry out quickly or lose their vibrancy after repeated use, which is kind of expected that they are a budget-friendly option. Since they're more affordable, the longevity of the markers probably aren't going to be as good as expensive brands. I did write down that there are blending limitations. So although the markers may blend okay on paper designed for markers, they definitely don't have the same seamless blending capabilities as brands like Copic or Hoohoo. They do not work well on generic printer paper though, or Amazon paper and most standard colouring book paper. They feel almost like water-based markers to me. So definitely more advanced users will definitely find it more challenging, especially for intricate shading and layering and things like that. Some reviewers also stated that they have experienced issues with the markers smudging or leaking if they're not stored properly. The caps might not always seal tightly, and this can lead to the markers drying out faster than expected. So obviously that would be wasting some of your money, especially if you're on a budget. That could be quite frustrating. While the 24-piece set offers a variety of the basic colours, the colour palette feels limited for me because I like more advanced colouring projects and things like that. A larger set might be more suitable for those who want more shades. So definitely would not purchase these if you're after a bigger variety of colours. This set just doesn't have it. Okay, so my overall impression: the Kmart Australia double tipped 24 markers, because it says 26 piece, but that includes your book and your case. So really it's 24 markers. It's okay. It's good value for beginners or those starting out with alcohol-based markers who just want to play around. I probably wouldn't use them in my good colouring books if I would just test them out, play with them just on some, printed out pictures and things like that, just to get the feel of them. I wouldn't use them in my good books. The affordability, the decent colour range, the versatility of the dual tips make them good for simple projects or if you're on a really tight budget, but like I said, I probably wouldn't use them in my good books. However, more experienced artists, you're going to find huge limitations in terms of blending, consistency and longevity. I would not recommend these for you. If you're looking for a high quality, long lasting marker set for your colouring, you will want to consider investing in a more premium brand such as a Hoohoo. I personally will not be using these markers in my colouring and will be retiring them to my niece to use in her book. She's 3 going on 4 and she will love these. So yeah, I hope you found that helpful. Thank you for joining me today. If these are markers that you've seen and considered purchasing, I hope this information helps you. Make sure you like, comment and subscribe to stay up to date with all my videos coming out in 2025. And I'll see you soon, guys. Bye.